Good morning, class 12. Welcome back to our online session. We were in chapter number 12, linear programming, right? So we have solved certain questions where we were already provided with the constraints and the objective function. Now today we will solve the questions where we have to derive the information. We have to frame the object function. We have to frame the constraints. Okay. Now here is a question. A firm produces rings and chains. The total number of items produced means the total number of rings plus chains produced per day is 24, at most 24, not more than 24. Now it takes 1 hour to make a ring and 30 minutes to make a chain. Okay, the maximum number of hours available per day is 16. The total time that is required, total number of machine hours or say work hours is 16 hours that is available. If the profit on one ring is rupees 300 and on one chain is rupees 190, we have to find the maximum number of rings and chains that can be produced so that we can maximize the profit. Okay. Now first hypothesis, let us assume that X number of rings in all, total X number of rings were produced and Y number of chains were produced by the firm. Okay, now our objective is to maximize Z. Z is the variable that we assign for the profit or revenue, whatever it is. Z is to be maximized. Now what is the profit on one chain, one ring? It is 300 rupees. How many rings are produced? X rings are produced. So 300x is the total profit on rings, plus how many chains are produced? Y. What is the profit on one chain? Rupees 190. So 300x plus 190y. This is the value of Z. What is Z? Our maximum profit, our profit. So this is to be maximized. Now what are the conditions? Number of rings X, number of chains Y, total number of items, that is X plus Y. It is less than or equal to 24. It means it should not exceed 24. More than 24 items are not produced. So X plus Y is less than or equal to 24. This is the first constraint. Then what does the question say? Maximum number of hours available per day is 16. X number of rings produced. How much time does it ring require? 1 hour. So how many hours are used for the rings? X into 1, X hours. What is the time required for a chain? 30 minutes. Half an hour is required for one chain. How many chains produced? Y number of chains produced. So time utilized for making Y number of chains is Y into half, that is Y by 2. So X hours for rings and Y by 2 hours for chains. Total time should be less than or equal to 16 hours. So X plus Y by 2 is less than or equal to 16. On taking LCM, 2 as LCM, it becomes 2x plus y less than or equal to 2 comes here 32. This is the second constraint. Now, what does X represent? Number of rings. What does Y represent? Number of chains. So the value of X or the value of Y will always be 0 or more than 0. It can never be negative. See, number of items, number can never be negative. So X comma Y greater than or equal to 0. Right? Now, for this inequality X plus Y less than or equal to 0, to shade the region, we need to plot the graph of equality. The corresponding equality is X plus Y equal to 24. And for this, 2x plus y equal to 32. These are the corresponding equalities. Now, in x plus y equal to 24, if I take x equal to 0, y becomes 24. And if I take y equal to 0, x becomes 24. So x0, y24 and y0, x24. This is the line that represents x plus y equal to 24. What is the inequality? X plus y less than or equal to 24. So by origin test, 0, 0, 0 less than 24. Satisfied? So towards the origin. For this line will shade towards the origin. Now another line, 2x plus y less than or equal to 32. If x is 0, y equal to 32, this is the point. If y is 0, 2x equal to 32, x equal to 16, this is the point. Now this line represents 2x plus y equal to 32. Now we have to find the value of z at the corner points. What are the corner points? This point, x0 and y24, I have considered this point as A. Next, another point, 8 comma 16. Again the inequality by origin test we get to know that 0 is less than 32, so towards the origin. For both the lines we have to shade it towards the origin. So this is the common region, the shaded part. This is the common region for both the inequalities. So this point B. Next this is point C, x16 and y0. x16 and y0. So at the corner points we need to find the value of z. So z is equal to 300x. What is x? 0. 300 into 0 is 0. Plus what is y? 190y. Y is 24. 190 to 24 is 4560. Total value of z is rupees 4560. Now at point B, x equal to 8 and y equal to 16. 300x, 300 into 8, 2400 plus 16 into 190 is 3040. On adding these two, what do we get? Rupees 5440. This is the value of z at point 8, 16. Now next corner point is C, 16, 0. X equal to 16. 16 into 300 is 4800. Y is 0. 0 into 190 is 0. Sum is 4800. Out of these three values of z, what is the maximum value? Rupees 5440. So our objective is achieved. So what should be your concluding statement? Your concluding statement is, hence 8 rings and 16 chains are produced to get a maximum profit of rupees 5440. Got it? So this was the question, children, which was based on maximizing. We also have questions which are based on minimizing. So next question will solve on minimizing. Okay? Okay, children. So here we have a question which is based on minimization. So whenever we have questions on maximization, it would be like maximizing the total number of items produced, or maximizing the profit, or maximizing the revenue. And in minimization, we can have minimizing the cost, or minimizing the number of man hours or working hours, whatever it is. So the question says, a firm makes soft drinks, cold drinks, koi bhi firm, which require minimum 80 units of chemical A and 60 units of chemical B for each bottle that they for each batch of the bottle that they manufacture. Okay. Now, since this company is producing soft drinks and it requires two different type of chemicals, there definitely must be someone who supplies them the raw material, the chemicals that are required. So there is a supplier S that supplies, this particular supplier, he supplies the product, the packet, which contain, each packet contains 4 units of chemical A and 2 units of chemical B. And another supplier T, he supplies a packet mix of the chemicals which contain 1 unit of chemical A and 1 unit of chemical B. The cost of one packet that is supplied by supplier S, it is rupees 10, and that of supplier T is rupees 4. So total costing of the company, of the firm that manufactures cold drinks, it is 10 into number of packets purchased plus 4 into number of packets produced or purchased. Now how many packets from S and T must be purchased to produce the drinks as at minimum cost? The cost is to be minimized and the goal is to be achieved. Okay. Now first is objective. Our objective is to minimize. Minimize what? Cost is represented by Z. Let us assume that X number of packets were purchased from supplier S. Cost of one packet is rupees 10. So 10x. Y number of packets were purchased from supplier T. So cost is rupees 4y. Total cost 10x plus 4y. So this is to be minimized. What are the constraints? 4 units of chemical A are in one packet of S and 1 unit of chemical A is in one packet of T. Total for chemical A is 4x plus y, which should be greater than or equal to 80. Why? It says minimum requirement of chemical A is 80 units. It means total number of units of chemical A that they have should be 80 or more than 80, at least 80. Next it says 2x plus y greater than equal to 60. Why? In one packet that comes from S, it contains 2 units of chemical A, and one packet that comes from T, it contains 1 unit of chemical B. So total number of units of chemical B that they get is 2x plus y, and it should be minimum 60 units of chemical B is required. So 2x plus y should be greater than equal to 60. What do x and y represent? They represent the number of packets that we have purchased from the suppliers S and T respectively. So x and y represent the number and it cannot be negative. So x and y greater than equal to 0. After this, let us come to the graph. The first corresponding equality is 4x plus y equal to 80. If I take x equal to 0, y becomes 80 and y equal to 0, x becomes 20. x0 y 80 and y0 x 20. This is the first line representing 4x plus y equal to 80. Second corresponding equality is 2x plus y equal to 60. When x is 0, y is 60, and when y is 0, x is 30. x0 y 60 and y0 x 30. This is the second line which represents the equality 2x plus y equal to 60. Now since we have the inequalities, we have to shade the region. So go for the origin test. 0 plus 0, 0 greater than 80, not satisfied. So the region that contains the origin should not be shaded away from the origin. For the second inequality, again the same thing, origin test fails. It is not satisfied. So the region that contains origin will not be shaded, other region. So away from the origin. So the common region for both the inequalities is this, which I have represented in the form of shades here. Okay. Now we have corner points. This is point A, x30, y0. This is point B. From the graph you can easily get it, x10, y40. And this is point C, x0 and y80. Let us find the value of z. Z at x equal to 30 and y equal to 0. So 30 into 10 is 300 plus 0 is rupees 300. At x equal to 10 and y equal to 40. 10 into 10 is 100, 40 into 4 is 160, 100 plus 160 is rupees 260 total cost. At x0 y 80, 0 plus 4 into 80, rupees 320. So what is the minimum cost? Rupees 260. And where do we achieve that minimum cost? 10, x equal to 10, y equal to 40. But children, remember one thing. There is a difference when the shaded region is bounded and when the shaded region is unbounded. बाउंडेड रीजन में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बट व्हेन द शेडेड रीजन इज अनबाउंडेड, कोई बाउंड्री नहीं है, इन दैट केस वी हैव टू प्लॉट एन आर्बिट्ररी लाइन. ये डॉटेड लाइन जो दिख रही है आपको, दिस इज द आर्बिट्ररी लाइन ऑफ z. यहां पे z क्या बनता है? 10x plus 40y. z 10x plus 40y equal to 260. इसका आर्बिट्ररी लाइन, यू हैव टू प्लॉट द आर्बिट्ररी लाइन ऑफ 10x plus 40y, sorry 10x plus 4y equal to 260. This dotted line is the line, arbitrary line that represents z. क्यों करते हैं? क्योंकि अनबाउंडेड रीजन में वी आर नॉट प्रीटी श्योर अबाउट द सॉल्यूशन कि इस ये b से पास हो रहा है, b के अलावा हो सकता है हमारे शेडेड रीजन में देयर मे बी सम पॉइंट व्हिच मे कोइंसाइड विद दिस वैल्यू ऑफ z. ओके, सो सिर्फ ये क्लैरिफाई करने के लिए अनबाउंडेड रीजन में कि देयर इज नो अदर पॉइंट व्हिच लाइज ऑन दिस आर्बिट्ररी लाइन, जस्ट टू एंश्योर दिस वी हैव टू प्लॉट द लाइन. ये एक डिफरेंस है, मेजर डिफरेंस बिटवीन प्लॉटिंग एन एलपीपी इन मैक्सिमाइजेशन प्रॉब्लम एंड मिनिमाइजेशन प्रॉब्लम. तो मिनिमाइजेशन प्रॉब्लम में it is mandatory for you to draw the arbitrary line. Okay, so now we have got the values. How will you conclude this question? So conclusion will be 10 units from supplier S and 40 units from supplier T are purchased to achieve the target at a minimum cost of rupees 260. This is how you need to conclude the solution. Okay children, this completes chapter number 12, linear programming. In the next class we shall start another chapter.